So I'll be discussing a couple of case studies of plunger lift wells. First well L3 is a gas producer that used to produce about 20 million cubic feet per day in its prime.
5 minutes. Remaining 5 minutes.
Okay. So after about 30 years of production, the reservoir pressure dropped to 200 psi, and obviously the well ceased to flow. Then came the plunger lift, and the well revived to 1 million cubic feet per day with about 14 barrels of liquid. And after 3 years of production, further on plunger lift, the rates dropped to 0.3 million cubic feet per day, and we decided to track the plunger to see what's happening actually, and we gained some very good insights on how inefficiently the plunger cycle was configured, the time parameters were configured. For example, 17 minutes into the afterflow period, if you see, 17 minutes into the shut-in period, if you see the shut-in well pressure, stabilized, and with a high likelihood that the bottom hole pressure would have also stabilized at this point. So, but the well continued, the well can remain shut in for another good 45 minutes, which was basically a waste of time. So another observation was that after 10 minutes after the onset of the afterflow period, we saw that the flowing wellhead pressure equalized with the flow line pressure. So effectively the well was not contributing anymore, but the well remained open to flow for another 2.5 hours. So we saw these few basic observations, and we decided to shorten both the shut-in period and the afterflow period, and that resulted in an increment of 0.3 million cubic feet per day and an incremental 200% recovery. So what happened here was that the entire plunger cycle was taking about 3 hours 45 minutes, and we reduced it to 1 hour 15 minutes. That increased the number of cycles per day from 6 to 19. So that significantly helped in maximizing production from the well. So the next was UT2. I'll be skipping this in the interest of time. I'll just brief on the findings of UT2 and S7. So UT2 was a hydraulic fractured well. What we saw was that in midway of afterflow period, the plunger, solid type plunger, started falling prematurely. Solid type plungers are meant to fall in the shut-in period because they are designed in very close tolerances with the internal diameter of the tubing. So if they start to fall prematurely, they will restrict or block gas flow, and it will eventually result in less. You can less flow. You can otherwise shorten the afterflow period and increase the number of cycles like we did in the L3.